Welcome back to the show. Jackie, we're going to take it off the field. I talked to one of your best friends on the team, Dana, and she mentioned that you love Say Yes to the Dress.
Yes, I do. A lot of my teammates make fun of me for it.
So have you been planning your wedding since you were 8? Is that where this love comes from?
Not really, and I'm not really particular about anything yet. I first need to find the guy. But I love watching the show. I don't know why. I love watching the dresses, and I love the interaction between the people on the show. But other than that, nothing with weddings, I guess.
And she says you're active on the Pinterest wedding board.
Yes, I am. Yes, I like Pinterest.
Have you been posting wedding dress photos, or are you just looking at other people's?
I like to look at other people's, especially some of my friends have started to get engaged, and so I'll check out their wedding boards and then add a couple of their pins to my pin. So,
Alex and Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the one thing a girl does not want to say immediately is that she loves Say Yes to the Dress. Am I correct?
That's what?
Is that going to scare? Is that going to scare a guy off? If one of the first
I mean,
things she says is,
it definitely is not a first date type of thing.
Okay, so definitely not first date material.
So hide that for a little while.
Yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah, okay. I think put that on the back burner. Alex, when would be an appropriate length of time to bring up Say Yes to the Dress?
When there's a football game on, so you can watch something
else.
When
there's a football game on. Nice. You also love How I Met Your Mother.
I do love that show, yes.
Okay, is Ted going to end up with Victoria?
I don't know. I actually haven't been watching season 7. I watched all of them on Netflix, and I need to get on watching season 7. That's one that's on right now.
Okay, right now, well, what's going on is Barney and Robin are getting married.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way. Wow. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Okay. Well, moving on. You also love to bake.
Yes. Yes,
and
I do.
You have been known to get up at 6 a.m. to bake.
Sometimes, yes.
What do you bake?
I love anything. Cookies. I'm really into pumpkin things right now because it's
the fall
October,
season.
yes. And I love chocolate chip cookies, banana bread, pumpkin bread.
I love all things pumpkin.
Same here.
Kevin, Alex, you guys pumpkin fans? No, Kevin is not a fan.
Yep.
Okay. So Jackie, I think you can hook up
Alex. Oh yeah, maybe I can bring some pumpkin bread over. Do you guys like chocolate chips or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we are using this show for our own personal gain. What is the story behind Give 'Em the Tongue? That was something else Dana talked about.
Give 'em the tongue. I know that we used to say that as a school way back when.
Okay, how do you know that?
I want to say I think I might have seen it on a poster or like a sticker, or my older teammates might have told me about it. I don't remember exactly where.
Okay, I went to school here and I never heard it. Have you, Alex? Kevin?
Are you guys serious?
Give 'Em the Tongue? Yeah, we've never heard of it. When Dana brought it up, I was pretty surprised.
Wow. I could have sworn that it was from school way back when.
Dana mentioned something about running into some alums at the airport or something like that.
That actually probably is it.
Okay.
We ran into some alumni and they were telling us about choosing the anteater and what the school used to look like before a bunch of buildings were added.
Do you remember, were they from the first class?
They were.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it was just a random meeting?
Yeah, we also met other people on campus that were doing a tour of what the school looks like now, and I think they were the first graduating class.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm told that you will use it as a rally cry.
Yes.
So when do you use it? Do you use it only for soccer, or do you use it at home?
I've started to use it at home a little bit, but usually only with soccer in the locker room or right before we go on the field, or even on the field before the kickoff.
Okay, we gotta get a demo. Jackie,
this might be
give
a
us
little
example.
Okay. So this is what Give 'Em the Tongue. Give 'em the tongue. Yeah, so that's Give 'Em the Tongue in a nutshell.
Are you the only one that's doing it?
No, some of my teammates have picked it up as well. So we'll see. It might be a new trend at UCI.
I like it. Have you gotten Coach Juniper on board yet?
He doesn't really like it. None of the coaches seem to like it based on the faces that they make when it happens. So
I like that sound effect, the slurping.
That'll come good through the radio, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's going to sound good over the radio. Great. It actually will look good on camera, too.
Yes, great. Fabulous.
Okay, you also... Okay, you're described as not being the best singer, but you do love to sing.
True.
And you love to sing Usher.
Sometimes, yes.
And so I've been asked to ask you to give us a demo.
I cannot believe you were putting me on the spot like this.
Actually, did you get that on camera, what she just did? Okay. Dana bet me that you would put your hands to your face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm probably getting red right now.
So yes, do you want to sing a little bit or no? We don't have to.
I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to pass.
Okay, and we also spoke a little bit off air. You are also a Harry Potter fan. Now, if you listened to the show last week, fans, we had a lengthy conversation with Kristen Winkler, the libero of the women's volleyball team, and she was declared as our Harry Potter expert. But now I'm told that you want to challenge that.
All I have to say, Kristen, is bring it on. I think I can take you anywhere on a Harry Potter quiz, so bring it on.
So I think we're going to have to set up a Harry Potter super quiz between those two in the future. Now let's turn the attention to campus. You are involved in a ton of activities. You have Athletes in Action, you're involved in SAC, Uni Studies, and UCDC. Let's start with Athletes in Action. And what type of club is that, and what kind of service do you provide?
It is a Christian Bible study that takes place weekly. I got involved with it probably starting my sophomore year, and I've really grown to love it. It's probably the thing I'm mostly involved with now besides soccer. We generally try to just be there for athletes and answer any questions they have about God or their sport or how those two are related.
How often do you meet, and can anyone join, or is it just student athletes?
Anybody can join. Right now, our group is probably half student athletes, half people that were athletes in the past and then don't play anymore. But we meet weekly on Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8 in HICFM for anybody that wants to come. And then we have leadership meetings throughout the week that we go to.
Is there a website where someone can go to get more information?
We have a Facebook group.
Okay. What should they search? What's this?
Athletes in Action, Irvine, new page.
Okay. And now you are also involved in the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. What is your role on SAC, and how long have you been involved?
I've been involved, I think, also since sophomore year. I'm actually not involved anymore. We're going to have someone else take over my role, but I was on the executive board committee, and then I was a community service chair and social chair, which was a lot of fun.
What kind of socials did you set up?
At one point, we were talking about athlete prom, but there's a bunch of problems that came up with that. So if anybody wants to do that in the future, you really should look into it. And we normally put on like the end of the year barbecue, the welcome back barbecue. We try to set up community service events for people to go to, and then we also every February we do let me think about it. Big West Coin Drive, and we compete against the other 9 Big West schools to see who can collect the most money at basketball games, baseball games, any athletic events during February, and we donate it to the charity of our choosing.
So you do a lot of community service. Have you always been interested in the civic duty?
Definitely, yeah. I really like that it can bring people together, and that you're helping out the community as well.
And for those who want to who actually want to get involved in SAC, who should they talk to, or where should they go for information?
Talk to Deidre Butler, or you can even talk to me. I can tell you all the information. They generally meet every other Wednesday in the mob from 5 to 6 p.m. And it's a lot of fun. There's free food. You get to socialize with other athletes, which was probably one of my favorite parts about it, is just getting to meet other people on other teams that are interested in the same things.
How big is the group now?
I've heard that the first meeting they had, there was almost every team represented.
Oh, wow.
So that would be about 18 reps, because sometimes you can send 2 to meetings, so it just depends. Yeah.
And let's go on to Uni Studies. What is Uni Studies?
Uni Studies is a class that I took my freshman year. It's for any undecided, undeclared freshmen. they typically make you take the class because it helps in case you don't do so well in your other classes. It is a class that just goes over the basics of UCI, over majors and minors, requirements, campus resources, anything else that you would need to know as a freshman.
When you came as a freshman, were you mentored by someone in uni studies?
Yes.
What was the best piece of advice they gave you? That was a while back.
That was a while back.
What type of advice do you give to freshmen now?
Well, what I found really helpful about it way back when was they had us take a career personality test, kind of, and you got to see what letters represented you, and I think I had social, artistic, and something else, and that really helped me kind of narrow down my search. And now with the freshmen, I've had my first discussion on Wednesday with my co-leader, Alec, and it was a lot of fun, and we got to talk to the freshmen and ask them questions about their fears at UCI, what they expect, what they really want to know about UCI, and it was interesting seeing all their answers.
So you really understand when freshmen come in and are completely bewildered and have no
Yes,
idea
definitely.
which direction to take.
Yeah, it's definitely a different experience because coming in as a soccer player, your season is in fall, so you come in 2 months before school starts and you immediately have 20 friends, whereas a different freshman, like my brother who's going to Riverside this year, goes and doesn't know anybody that's there and really has to rely on his own wits to figure out the campus and whatnot.
Is he taking advantage of uni studies at Riverside? Do they have that?
I'm not sure if they have it, but he's a declared chemistry major, so I don't think he would be in that class.
Okay. And finally, you are participating in UCDC. Can you talk to our fans about what that is?
UCDC is a program that sends students over to Washington, D.C. to do an internship during a quarter or during a summer. I'm going to be doing the winter 2013 quarter, and or the winter 2013 program, and right now I'm applying to all my internships. You can get involved with internships for nonprofit organizations, the White House, Senate, lobbyists, law firms, anything like that. Right now I'm not really looking into politics per se, but more so the nonprofit or law firm route.
Have you been watching the presidential debates?
Yes, I have.
What type of topics are you interested in as, a near college graduate? What are you looking to hear from either candidate?
I definitely think that the job market's important, where a country's going economically, what sort of jobs are going to be created in the next 4 years. I think that's really important for the overall success of the country and for me, because I'm going to be looking for a job in about 6 months.
Well, I have to think that this experience in Washington is going to be amazing. You'll probably make a ton of contacts, and I believe that we had someone in marketing, Sarah, I think that was Sarah, went to Washington, and she was part of, I want to say, she was doing something in Washington as well. And it wasn't part of UCDC, but hopefully maybe we can get that name for you and you'll have a connection there once you get there.
My friend Jonathan Centro that used to work with sports marketing went over and did the UCDC program and interned with DC United, the soccer team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so he had an awesome experience, and I had a couple other friends really recommend the program to me.
Well, Jackie, you're busy watching Say Yes to the Dress, you're busy with all your campus activities, and you are part of the women's soccer team. You guys are still in the mix. Last late charge, hopefully to finish strong in the regular season and make some noise in the tournament. Good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.